What is happening? What's happening, everybody?
That was weird.
That was weird.
Oh, I just saw the thumbnail. Yeah, that's a great thumbnail. Yeah, you and AI.
AI is our friend,
Oh.
at least for goofy thumbnails. How's it going, sir?
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Yeah, what we got going on in Chicago up there? Do they do? You guys do Mardi Gras stuff up there?
Not too much. Today was, I thought I saw a post, International Pancake Day. So we had scrambled eggs.
There you go. Did you see the Shia LaBeouf news?
No.
He got arrested in New Orleans.
Oh.
Yeah, he's drunk again.
For doing Mardi Gras type things?
Yeah, New York Post posted Holes star Shia LaBeouf. Well, that's kind of mean. Like, Holes was like 2005 or something.
Oh, wow. Geez,
it's like, come on, man. Like, you can't give him any movie credit since Holes. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah, like 15 years old when he did Holes.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
What
Transformers.
Transformers. Yeah. Holes, really?
Holes.
That's what they pick?
Holes star Shia LaBeouf gets arrested.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going on with entertainment media, but Variety just called Grogu Baby Yoda.
Oh, wow.
Still. So I don't know what's going on with that, but looks like interns are manning the troops again.
What if after all this time it does end up being just Baby Yoda in some weird time warp thing?
You know what? That could happen. I wouldn't put it past Mr. Filoni.
Yeah.
Or doing a little bait and switch, but yeah, absolutely. Let's check in with the chat. We've got Andrew from Science Fictionary. Hello. We've got the Jedi Chicago. Speaking of Chicago, Michael is in there. Damon, first in line. How's it going, sir? I hope he is enjoying the he's been in a couple of things lately. He's been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inside the booth is inside the chat as well.
I thought you were going to say inside the butt.
He's inside the scuttlebutt. Yeah, that's sir. And Spencer Dingus10, what's up? Thank you very much for joining us.
You gotta give me a t-shirt that says butts now, just to match your AI or whatever that said.
Yeah, it was surprising. I don't know what the shirt was. It was probably some sort of sports reference, but AI substituted the word butts, and I'm like, how interesting is that? But absolutely. You said you had a little show and tell, and I think I've got a little show and tell as well. But before we start talking about this Mandalorian trailer, while you're getting the show and tell, little announcement. Tomorrow, Brad and I are going to be recording it's going to be a good episode. We're going to kind of dive deep into Darth Maul. Obviously, now that the Darth Maul animated series is coming to light very soon. We've been waiting for this one as well. It seems like, I've said this before, but do you feel like Star Wars animation has a little better grasp of things than live action Star Wars?
I will say, spoiler alert for the rest of the show. I am about at least 10 times more excited about the Darth Maul show than Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll explain why. But and what did you think, speaking of the trailer? I mean, let's flash back a little bit. There was a very important what was that, football game that happened a couple of Sundays ago?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there was
good Lord.
Yeah, everybody was talking about a trailer for the Mandalorian movie, and something came out, but the internet...
I think it was supposed to be cheeky. You know, I guess it was supposed to be like what, the Clydesdales maybe from a few years ago. But the, what Tauntauns. To me, it was a waste of time and money.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And I'm glad you haven't blocked me. Obviously we agree on that, but I had stated that it was underwhelming, and I didn't really like the spot. Somebody was trying to school me in the school of marketing and told me that I didn't understand the spot, And
did anybody get more excited for the movie because of that spot?
No. But anyways, they unfollowed us and they blocked me. So what's that?
Well, that's just population control.
Population control, yes, absolutely. But so yeah, I set up a Scare Scuttlebutt hotline. I wanted to see what our followers and some of our friends think about Darth Maul. For those of you who need a recap, we're recording our episode on Darth Maul tomorrow in preparation for the series, but we wanted to see if we can get some comments from you guys, and we would love to have you guys give your thoughts on Darth Maul, one as a character, his return to the big screen. Obviously, we see him all over the place. Do you like that? Do you not like that? And one question that I had in particular is Darth Maul the ultimate villain, or is he a victim? And would love to discuss that and see if anybody has any thoughts. You and I can kind of chat on that when if we get anybody to call. I'll give you guys the number in a second. You were going to say something, Brad.
Yeah, I was that's a great question, and I think my question would be, what were your first thoughts when you saw Maul on the Clone Wars during that episode where he was not in good shape? Everybody, he had been dead since 1999.
Right.
What were your first thoughts on seeing Maul back in the Star Wars universe? So,
yeah, that's a good question. And if you remember, I mean, those images were kind of strong for a kids show. So, good stuff. We'll definitely dive into that, and would love to hear your thoughts, folks that are listening to our voice, your thoughts on Darth Maul and that question, both questions that we posed. But the phone number to leave a voicemail is 773-234-8659. I hope you guys remember that. Write that down. Put it in your Rolodex, because we love to hear your voice. And we do have one voicemail from our friend Toby. Subtle Deviancy left us a voicemail earlier today. I know he'll probably be watching the stream on the replay, but haven't listened to it yet. But it probably has something to do with probing.
Yeah, and ponies.
And ponies. Perfect. All right. Before we start this baby, we had a little show and tell. I know from time to time we venture out to the store and find something cool and scarf it right up. What do you got today?
Yeah, I mean, and normally your thrifting is way better up there than what I got down. I make do with what I got, but this was actually a present from my wife, and I just wanted to show you my saber.
Oh.
Woo.
Oh, all right. Very nice.
So you guys might say, "Oh, it's just a plain old Luke Skywalker lightsaber." Guys, this is a universal remote control from 1997, which I cannot believe. I'm ashamed to admit that back in 97, I don't remember. You guys can light us up in the chat if you remember this, or if you had one. Lighting is bad, but this actually, is just a lightsaber hilt by itself. Pretty nice. But universal remotes used to be really big. This apparently had a couple hundred TVs built into it.
Wow.
But this is a really cool gift that she got me.
Oh, very nice. Look at that.
And as you guys know, who have been following us for a while, I don't normally keep things in the package. I usually let them free. But that one's pretty nice. I think that's actually a collector's item. So I'm going to keep that one in the package for once. But you guys let us know if you remember seeing that, because I somehow, it must have been at Radio Shack, I'm guessing.
Wow. A blast from the past, Radio Shack. You know what? I don't remember them. Vader Rapina says he remembers those. He's always wanted one, but they were too expensive. I don't remember them. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Inside the Booth says, yes, I remember, but never got one because I couldn't hit them together. You couldn't duel with them. All right. Yeah.
I mean, you can do it. I mean, if you try hard enough.
Yeah, sure. But that's nice. And you might be able to kind of play around with the universal remote function and see if it controls any of your TVs.
Don't convince me to take it out of the box, sir.
I'm sure you can. There's an art to it. There's an art to it.
If anybody thinks this, actually, if I'll buy lunch to anybody who can tell me how this works on a Roku TV. If you can tell me how to make this work for a Roku TV, I'll buy you lunch.
Very nice. All right. So I have a show and tell, but I think I'm going to turn this into a giveaway for tonight. And I don't know what we're going to do, but
I think I'll ask maybe some Mandalorian trivia.
Yeah, some Mandalorian trivia. But
let me think of something.
I got this today, and I really don't collect the gaming action figures, but I'll show you guys. It's a Black Series Darth Nihilus from the game, and it's really nice.
Ooh, what? Maybe some Knights of...
Obviously,
maybe some KOTOR trivia. That's what we'll do. We'll do some KOTOR trivia.
Yeah. So this is Black Series action figures, and I do keep everything in the box because who can throw this stuff out? The boxes, I always say, the boxes are half of the artwork. You can display them. Really nice. Still has the peg, if anyone is counting that sort of thing. But it's a gaming action figure, Black Series, Darth Nihilus. Really nice, actually. I'm looking at the artwork. It's pretty nice.
Cool.
So
I got some good questions for the chat.
All right, perfect. So wait until the end of the stream. You guys, if you are still around, you can answer Brad's question, and I will put this in the mail and ship it out to somebody. And I don't see Ubaldo in the chat, but if he is here, I promised him some stocking stuffers, and I got something perfect for him to send. He just finished listening to our latest episode. Nick and I got together and talked about Battlestar Galactica 1980. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And thank God I don't have to watch Galactica 1980 ever again.
Hey, how's our Stranger Things episode doing? Did people listen to that one?
Oh, that's right. So,
hey, how are you gonna ask if we have some news? How about what you posted the other night about some milestones?
That's right. For anyone that listens to the podcast on your favorite podcatcher, thank you so much. We just hit a milestone without even noticing. I checked our data, and this year we hit 70,000 plays lifetime since we started 2019, and I think that's pretty cool. So thank you everyone who listens to us. I'm
guessing half are probably subtle deviancy. Just to listen to my soothing voice.
Exactly. I'm sure that's it. Let me see here. And I know YouTube was acting a little funky a couple of hours ago.
Oh, was it to you too? I thought it was just me.
No, it was it was a wide yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Brad is talking about our Stranger Things episode is doing pretty good. A little better than the Galactica 1980 show. But it's getting up there. Check it out, episode 238, Montauk Mysteries and More.
I get to talk conspiracies, guys. You got to listen to my tinfoil hat conspiracy theories.
Absolutely. So, any other announcements? I know, like I said, we're going to be talking about Darth Maul tomorrow night for an episode before the show drops, and we will be doing Scarif Lives the Saturday after the shows to kind of dissect the Shadow Lord series, one episode at a time. I don't know if they're dropping all of them. I'm assuming they're doing one a week.
I hope they don't dump them. I like waiting through a season.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a couple of guests lined up to join us on Saturday nights here on Scarif Live, and we'd love to open up our calendar and bring some folks in to talk about that. So that's always fun. Saturday nights here on Scarif Live YouTube. If you have not subscribed, please do so. We don't do a lot of YouTube shows, but when we do, we really appreciate seeing people in the chat. So
smash that like button. That's what they say on YouTube. That's what the influencers say.
Yes, absolutely.
Are we Star Wars influencers?
I don't know.
Do we influence anybody?
Maybe one or two. Maul is 2 episodes a week.
Okay, that'll work.
For the life of it, or is just the first 2, one dump, and then the rest? Who knows?
How many episodes is it supposed to be?
I think it's 6 or 8. It's
a short. Oh my god! Can we make? My wife and I were talking about this. Can they make any like season that's like 20+ episodes anymore?
No, those days are over. Those days are over.
And then they wait forever between seasons, for different shows. Like, how are you only going to make 8, and then it's like a year and a half before the next one comes out?
Yeah, but this will be fun. Let's see. Spencer, I guess, is our expert programming director. Episodes every week, 8 or 10 episodes. I thought it was 2 episodes every week, 8 or 10 episodes. I thought it was 8, but I could be wrong. Could be 10. What if it's 15? No. All right, cool. And what is today? Tuesday, Wednesday. We usually drop episodes on Thursday. I'm going to take the audio of a show we did with Ben Abusada and Scott Rifen. We were talking, we asked the question, what happened to the well-rounded fan, stemming from a discussion I was having with some folks. And I posed the question, how can you be an uber Star Wars fan, love Darth Vader, but not know who James Earl Jones is? And when fans kind of hyper-focus on one specific thing in the IP, when we were growing up, we were kind of, we encompassed it all. We wanted to learn as much as we could. Star Wars led to Star Trek, which led to, ILM, and that led to Indiana Jones and so on and so on. So it's one of those things where I pretty much said it's kind of odd when fans don't kind of reach out to learn a little more about not only just that specific IP, but the genre in general. And it was a good discussion. I'm going to drop that audio in the podcatchers on Thursday.
You should have said Sebastian Shaw. Most people know who James Earl Jones, but if you don't know who Sebastian Shaw is,
yeah,
you call yourself a Star Wars fan.
Not in my book. All right. We are here to check out the Mando Grogu movie trailer and discuss it. And I'm going to ask the chat, how many times have you guys seen the trailer yet? Has it been millions and millions of times? Or there's Ubaldo. What's up,
also,
Ubaldo?
Are you going to be there on May 22nd?
Are you?
Bro, I will tell you that this might be okay, short answer, probably yes. But this is the first time I think I'm not like hell-bent on being in a Star Wars movie on opening day. Now, again, that being said, I probably will because I can't help myself because I am that Star Wars guy that you're talking about.
Sure, yeah.
But I might not be. I don't know.
Huh. All right. I think I will be. I definitely will be. I think it's I always am a proponent of Star Wars on the big screen, and this is what we're getting. I was a little.
Right. I'm going to suck her out. I'm probably going to be there.
Yeah, and
I can't let you be there and me not be there.
Exactly. And you should probably just drive up here and we can shoot the shit together. Summer field trip.
May 20th. What month are we in now? Oh, that's plenty of time from now. Yeah, that might be a thing. We'll see.
We'll see. And actually, if you do, we'll invite some friends. We'll head on over to the comic book shop, walk around, and see if we can influence anybody.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. So I've only seen the trailer once this morning.
Really? Oh, because YouTube messed up?
No, I think I was busy with other things.
Yeah.
And you said you've seen it twice.
Yep.
All right. So just so we don't get a little copyright red flag, I'm going to turn the volume way down, and feel free to talk over things, react, yell, scream, point, cough, do whatever Brad does.
Hear me?
Yeah. No.
So we got the Apocalypse Now shot there.
Yeah, absolutely. Very Apocalypse Now, and we'll chat about that. But a couple of surprises in this trailer. A couple of not so surprises also in this trailer, but we'll chat in a second. Here we go.
Rest in peace, Robert Duvall.
Yes, sir. So everybody was like, "Oh, R2D2." No, he's red.
Nah, it's definitely red.
And there's Grogu.
Look, it's the same shot from all the Mando movies. Oh, look, he's playing with a ball or some stick or something.
Yeah.
Well, you told me to talk. I'm talking.
You're talking. Absolutely.
I grew up with Mystery Science Theory. Mystery Science Theory.
Yeah. All right. So here's a great question from Spoony One. How is our
not great. I just wait for somebody else to translate it, and
yeah. Well, I read, and I saw somebody's post regarding something that's coming up here, so that's kind of really cool. So hold on a second. Let's put this back over here, and
I'm guessing there's an app for Arabic these days, anyway.
Yeah. So everybody loves that Lucasfilm logo. Oh, by the way, everybody's saying that this should have been the trailer that aired on the Super Bowl. I tend to agree.
Some part of it.
Yeah. And I think this trailer probably would have gotten a lot more people, excited to go see the film.
At least a few of these shots for sure.
Yeah. Other than arguing about what the hell they just saw.
How much time did they waste on that? On that commercial?
Well, it's 30 seconds and it was $10 million.
Waste. This better be Ord Mantell or one of those one of those not some new planet that looks like these other ones that we've seen before. I mean,
yeah,
should be one of those classic planets.
Yeah, Ord Mantell would be cool. I think we've heard that name before in the past in some. I remember, what is that record? There was an old, I don't even think they would even call it or consider it EU, but there was a record, a vinyl record, and it was in a Star Wars adventure on Ord Mantell. And look it up. It's really cool. I think I still have it somewhere. But absolutely. All right.
Information. Whoa, for this price, I'll tell you whatever you want. I'm looking for a hut. Close.
Recognize that voice?
I don't know. Is it Filoni?
No.
Someone said Scorsese. Is that actually Scorsese?
Yep. It was announced officially on the Star Wars Twitter account.
I think that's a cool species. I'm glad they went with that one.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of Scorsese dissing the MCU, saying it's not cinema, and then all of a sudden he just appears in Star Wars, or at least you hear him in Star Wars?
We got to stay relevant somehow.
All right. So what is the species name? He was
I don't know. I just know that Filoni was one of them in the Solo movie.
Yeah. All right. So Mando is pulling up to this guy, wants some information, gave him a credit.
For the night. Thank you.
But not for HUD. Not for HUD information.
Not for HUD information. Nope.
Gangsters.
It's a cool shot.
Long live the Empire. That's a phrase that is true and dear to our heart.
I'll share a story. I told you, texted you a few days ago. I was at the airport. Of course, I'm always wearing my hat, or at least 90% of the time. Mm-hmm. And it's great. And you guys in the chat can tell me if you have similar experiences. I love when somebody walks by and says, "The Empire was right." And we were in TSA. I had just come through TSA, and this guy just walks right past me. He's like, "Empire was right." That's right. I was like, "The Empire did nothing wrong. Thank you very much." It's great when people recognize.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, who is this actor? Is this somebody famous?
I don't recognize him. But obviously the shot is cool. You got some snow troopers standing around.
We'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
So again, one of the things that I fear that this movie is going to do and we've seen it from Dave Filoni already one too many times. This is very derivative of season 1 Mando, where he comes out of the place on Tatooine or wherever the hell they were, and he shoots some stormtroopers. Same choreography, same thing. I feel like Filoni is just going to give us more of what we already have. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but I guess I'm really getting tired of it.
All right. So you told me to say I'm just going to sum it up real quick. I think it's to me, the chat will probably disagree, a fan made for TV movie. Because I say made for TV movie because it just looks like the show. And it just like when they used to, make the longer movies, the made for TV movies, when there's a series going, and I don't know, we've talked about how it kind of looks like a fan film the entire time.
Sure.
And so that was kind of the impression, like with these shots here, like how many times are we going to see this shot? Now it may be part of a bigger, cooler sequence, but.
Sure, and I'm sure it is. We're just talking about the trailer, but instead of pausing it first, we'll go ahead and let it keep going. We'll make our comments and then kind of go back to it, and I'm sure the chat will chime in as well. Again, thank you, the chat, for hanging out with us tonight. We're talking about the Mando movie trailer, the Mandalorian and Grogu, and Gene's guy. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Movie. Hold on. All right, so obviously. He's doing his thing. I love this shot. This is beautiful. Budget up.
Is that a Ewing?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Here's Sigourney. Here's Grogu using little force action here. And, I want to say that Grogu looks a lot better now than he did in the TV series, but I think obviously that's very obvious that he should, because they're throwing a lot more money into the puppet and the animatronics, so that's a good thing.
It's about preventing another war.
Strap in.
What were those ships? I've been trying to see what those ships were that flew out there.
Flew out of the.
They're really fast.
Yeah. They look like some sort of cargo ships. But who are the people running? They're droids. Yeah, you know what? They look like those here, this guy right here. Hold on. They look like these droids.
All the Sentinel droids?
Yeah, or at least, some of remember the droids in the Clone Wars that had the capes?
Yeah, those were Sentinel droids.
Yeah, so it looks like them, and obviously Sigourney Weaver is saying we want to try to prevent another war, the big war that just happened, even before the rise of the Empire was Clone War. So yeah, that's interesting. Strap in, kid. What do you think of the Razor Crest coming back?
That's cool.
Yeah. I know the Naboo Starfighter variation was super fast and really great, but I think the Razor Crest was almost like his minivan.
Yeah, it's got more Mando flavor, in my opinion.
Yeah. So his mask is off, and Damon, we're going to talk about that because I had a thought about someone who would have appeared at least in the background, in the shadow, or somewhere.
Your prediction was wrong.
My prediction was wrong, but it could still live on May 22nd. I could still have been right if that happens, but we'll see.
Wouldn't you give that away if that was the case?
What was that?
If you were Lucasfilm, your prediction, wouldn't you have thrown that in there if it was the case?
In this trailer, maybe. I mean, if they're going to do another trailer, then maybe I would have left it for a second trailer. This was like this is the first one. Everybody's like, ooh. Maybe a last trailer, right up. People, I mean, that would break the internet. One of our followers, Daniel, asked me if this trailer was going to break the internet. I said probably not, unless one thing happens, and then yes, it'll break the internet. But we'll get there. So it's always cool to see Hutts on the big screen. I think we got a glimpse of them during the Book of Boba Fett.
And isn't this Jabba's son finally?
Not. Is it this guy? I don't know. Jabba's son is the one with a 6-pack in a shot. I don't know if we see it in this
really?
Trailer. Yeah.
He's the fighter.
May 22nd. He's got his armor. You got those dudes. Here's one thing that I wanted to mention.
The same place as Rey, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it kind of looks like where she was training. But, Mando during this little segment is talking about Grogu's lifespan and he's going to live longer than anybody, et cetera, et cetera. I almost feel like it's foreshadowing, like he's saying probably what the fans are thinking, because you heard many fans say, Grogu, how long is Grogu going to be a babbling little baby? Oh, Yoda lived until he's 900 years old. Grogu has a lot of time, left still before he's, kind of speaking or a little more less babyish. So I don't know if this line is foreshadowing that, whether Din Djarin is going to sacrifice himself or they're going to part ways in some form or fashion. I don't think they're going to get Grogu away from the storyline, because right now Grogu is a big moneymaker for general audiences. So
they got to get him away from the Kylo Ren storyline, really. I mean, I think somehow he's got to survive all that so they can continue to make money off of him after the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
I won't always be around to protect him.
I won't always be around to protect him. So I think that's a little, like I said, a little foreshadowing. Somebody on Twitter had mentioned that maybe, we might not see Mando at the end of this, that he will sacrifice himself for the greater good. That would be kind of poignant. That's a funny word. Here's Rhoda.
So when did he get so buff?
I don't know.
So this is my favorite part of the entire thing. This basilisk looking thing. I think this is the coolest shot in the entire trailer.
What is that? Do you know? Do we know?
Some serpent.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think that's the coolest shot there.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks like old school, Star Wars artwork,
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of reminds me of Ralph McQuarrie's depiction of the spiders.
Right. Yeah. That's the vibe I got from that shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, here we got Zeb going to town in some hallway of a hotel.
Now Zeb was in season 3, right?
Was it season 3? Yeah, he was just at the bar with Dave Filoni.
Okay.
So
I guess I should finally watch that season before seeing this movie, since I never watched it.
Oh, you never watched season 3?
No.
Yeah, people say that's the worst season, but a lot of things happened in season 3.
That was the one that I started right before I went out to sea. When I was still in the Navy, but all the pilots look like Muppets, so I'm like, I don't care about this, and so I never went back and watched it.
Yeah.
Where do we fight? I like this kid.
Zeb looks cool though.
Yeah, Zeb looked cool even back in the Mando show.
Okay.
We got a quick glimpse of him and people were losing their minds. It was really great. So if Spoon is still in the chat, here is the shot that he was mentioning, and get ready to cry, because this is a little tribute to Mr. Apollo Creed himself. Yeah, Spoon, if you're in there, why don't you tell folks? I'll pop it up on screen, type it up real fast, or if anybody that that can read Arabic. But it's a nice little tribute, a nice nod. Yes, it says Weathers Apollo.
Oh, that's true. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of nice. Absolutely. So, oh, baby Greedo.
The world between worlds is just getting insane now. Greedo's going to go back and shoot first now.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
And a new merchandising opportunity.
Can you rewind just one the thing that was in there? One more, I think. Yeah, maybe right there.
The thing that broke out of the whatever the door.
Was that shot? It's hard to see. Yeah, is that the one? Because there's one that I noticed was from the chess set from the first.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
that could be this creature.
I thought it was a different shot though.
No, but I can totally see it.
Yeah, but I think it's the one that slams the thing down in the original chess set.
Yeah, good catch. That's good. All right.
What are you waiting for?
Baby Greedo, baby Yoda. I mean, that thing is kind of a cool.
So he's a baby, but he can like pod race. Like I don't. Oh, there it is. That's what I was talking about. That shot there.
Totally.
Yeah.
We should go back to the hologram image and compare notes, see if he's wearing the similar. I think he is.
I think he is.
And again, you know, won't put it past Filoni to throw in that Easter egg.
Because I don't think that thing's ever been seen since it was just a piece on the Jarek board.
And by the way, this looks like it was shot here in Chicago on Wacker Drive. Here is the L. Right, Chicagoans. Yeah. All right. Kind of looks like Blade Runner land, doesn't it? A little bit. Yeah. Mandalorian and Grogu.
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
So
that was a lightsaber he took from her, wasn't it? Or was
no, it was the rocket launcher that he put on his forearm beforehand. So this almost looks like the end of season 3. They are Grogu is on the front porch area, the front yard area of Mando's living quarters. I wonder if they're going to start it like that, just to kind of give people a reminder of, hey, remember how we ended? It ended where he's levitating frogs on the front yard and Mando's in the back rocking in a chair. What's up, Crystal? Thanks for coming by and saying hello. She did a Mando reaction video as well.
Cool.
Go check her out. Good peoples. So yeah, this looks like Mando's home, right?
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
I'm excited that it was forged for IMAX.
Yeah,
as they say, because that should be a lot of fun. Film is not yet rated. Take your time.
How pumped did that make you for this movie?
You know, it made me a little more pumped than the Clydesdale spot during the Super Bowl. But like I said earlier, it just seems like a more expensive episode of the series.
It really does.
Which again, it's not like a bad thing, but I recall George Lucas saying something when he finished watching The Force Awakens. He said, "There's nothing new in it. There's no envelopes being pushed, technology wise. He found it, you know, it was what it was."
Are
I'm
you saying
finding
Star Wars is stale?
no. Well,
That's a really. I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's a really high bar to keep pushing. That's a really high envelope to
right.
keep pushing. Like, where do you go from there exactly? That's
No, really, it is a great question. Where do you go? I mean, technology has allowed us and filmmakers to do whatever we imagine with very varying degrees of success or failure. But I think, yeah, I mean, when you can, create something in your mind and let it out through computer graphics and all the technology that exists to make movies, um, it's hard to it's hard to really think of like what can't we do. But I think what people don't understand really is that just like any creative person, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Scorsese, if you want, it has to start with a really great idea and then wrap your method of pulling that idea forward to audiences as a secondary thing. You can't work backwards. And I think, for as much money, and this movie is one of the supposedly the lowest cost Star Wars film out there. I think it's only $166 million. It's going to make money. It's probably not going to hit the $1 billion mark, but it'll make money for obviously the reasons that I mentioned. It seems like it's going to be very family oriented. It's going to draw the families out there. And I posted something earlier. I don't know if you want to comment on this. I know, last couple of days I've been kind of arguing with folks on Twitter just about my opinion about stuff. But this is going to be some young kid's first adventure in Star Wars on the big screen, and I think that's exciting, and I think we can't lose track of that.
yeah, and that kind of goes along with the question that we just got in the chat. If you want to pop that up, I think from Mur, I think this would be a great standalone movie. Kind of first hits free. After that, you got to pay for it. I think this might be a good. I mean, Mandalorian by itself was a great launching point for a lot of people to get involved in Star Wars. So from that angle, I think it would. And yeah, I think this is going to be a fairly standalone movie. I mean, you may want to go back and watch some episodes of. I don't think you'd even need to watch the whole thing. Maybe a few episodes of The Mandalorian, but it's just it's a father-son, in a really
adventure.
big galaxy.
Sure.
Adventure.
And I'd like to say too, I'd like to add that this film more and more, I think, is made for normies, as I like to call them. I think it's made for people that have never seen the series on Disney Plus, or folks that just stopped watching Star Wars over the last several years. I think this, for us who have been watching the stuff, because we're, diehard fans or whatever you want to call it, it is more of the same. Like I mentioned, it seems like it's the series, but with a bigger budget. But I think that's by design. I think folks like Mur, who have not seen any of the Star Wars stuff on the small screen, it might be made for them. Which again is, it's not a bad thing per se. But hopefully, I'm really looking forward to Starfighter because it's something kind of brand new that we've never seen before. Of course, obviously, I said the same thing about The Acolyte, and we all know how that turned out. But yeah.
Number one, to a comment in the chat, I can't believe it's been 7 years since there was a movie on the big screen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think this will be a good, like you said, family film. Is it enough to get people to have that desire to. I mean, like when we saw the original movies, all you wanted was more and more and more because of how good they were. I don't know if this movie by itself is going to be enough to drive people to want to consume more Star Wars content.
Well, and the other thing too is that I think studios have trained people and audiences to wait, 45 days because it'll be streaming on their Disney Plus app.
Yep.
They can watch it at home anyways. So I think that's a double-edged sword. Obviously you have a place to see all the Star Wars on one streaming service, but when something new comes out, whether it's streaming show, obviously they'll put it there, but Star Wars really, first run Star Wars really belongs on the big screen. And I think they actually should do, if they continue to do shows, they should do the first episode as a movie in the movie theater, and then tell people to go and subscribe to Disney Plus to see the rest of it.
Yeah.
I think that's how,
Or,
that's how pilots are done. Yeah.
I mean, the old movies, I think I saw most of those anywhere between 5 and 10 times each, easily in the theaters. Of course, I don't know if anybody can actually afford to do that anymore. With
there's
movies.
always half price Tuesdays.
Yeah, but I want a reason to see a Star Wars movie that many times again in the theater, and I don't think this is going to be that. Maybe twice, but I may just see it the once and go, well, that was cool, and then I'll rewatch it on Disney Plus. I don't think this is going to be a movie that I'm going to want to. Again, I guess I'm fearful, just like you, with the Acolyte, called the Acolyte syndrome. I don't want to set my expectations too high.
Yeah,
I guess I'm tempering my expectations in the hopes of getting blown away.
So one of the things that I was afraid of when this movie was announced, and as we continue to see, images and trailers and things like that, I was afraid that this was just going to look like the TV show. I mean, obviously it's got elements of the TV show. I did basically say that this is the TV show, but for the big screen. But there are a lot of things in here that you can tell that they really, spent some time and expanded, set design and, the digital effects and the depth of the imagery that I'm used to when I'm watching a Star Wars film. And, we always talk about this whenever we watch even the old Star Wars film. There's always something that we notice in the background that we didn't before. And I feel like this might continue on that tradition because some of these shots are really expansive.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to quote you on The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi looked great. But here's
$100 million.
As we're talking about, like, I think my biggest problem with this is I think Mandalorian, and people can argue with me if they want to, I think Mandalorian is one of the least compelling characters in the Star Wars universe. I don't find him compelling as a character at all. So your lead characters, your two protagonists, are somebody who's not compelling at all. I don't think he has much of a personality at all. And you have that, and you have a baby, a 50-year-old baby who still doesn't talk.
Sure.
And those are your main characters. I just don't find him to be an exciting character.
Well, it's funny you should say that. I know a lot of accounts online, even just today, were talking about how this trailer really shows the lack of growth from both characters. And again, I think that has to do with the audience that they're trying to get. I think it is a movie that is geared to a general audience and not like someone that has, spent all the time watching seasons 1, 2, and 3 that know the characters. So I do feel, a little bit that there's no character growth from both characters, even, this many years in. So it'll be interesting to see how this film ends, and if the Mandalorian as a character, continues in other subsequent projects, if they're going to do another season of the show. Pedro Pascal's a very busy guy. So who knows? Here's a good question from Ubaldo. Will the movie be top 10 or 5 for 2026? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know what else is coming out this year.
Avengers Doomsday.
So I mean that should be pretty big. I mean it I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think just because it's Star Wars, just because of the name it carries, you're automatically top 10 for sure.
There's a lot of people that did not know that a new Star Wars was coming out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And again, it just seems like a made-for-TV movie. It just seems like an extension of the show.
Sure.
There hasn't been hype around it for a couple of years, just like there was back in the day for the old movies.
Even the hype for The Force Awakens was palpable.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The Mando Mercs and a bunch of other diehard, Mandalorian fan clubs will be lining up outside the theaters, but you're not going to, I don't think you're going to have the same vibe. Again, I'd be happy to be wrong.
Yeah, only time will tell, obviously. I think, having Star Wars in the summer will probably help. Nobody gets dressed up as a Mando Merc in 2-degree weather here in Chicago. If the movie comes out in December, say, like the last couple of, Star Wars has done. Star Wars really belongs not only on the big screen, but as a summer blockbuster
In May.
And, make Star Wars come back in May for the rest of the time.
So you usually make Star Wars great again. I was like, please, let's not go there. We don't.
I didn't say it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Coming out of Andor, remember I told you that anything after Andor is just going to go back to regular Star Wars. Yeah, because Andor set the bar high for folks that like production and quality, I guess.
That was cinema quality. I mean, and when you talk about character development, take a look at the character development we saw in that show compared to the entire Mandalorian series.
Yeah. But I mean, what are you? Let's keep it positive. What are you looking forward to in this?
Shifting gears.
That was our negative rant.
I mean, Sigourney Weaver's always a great character. Was she in season 3? And she wasn't. No. Okay, so I mean, Sigourney Weaver always good to see. I don't know if she's gonna have 5 minutes in there or what. Or she's gonna be a big part of it. She's always great to see. It looks like the action sequences are going to be great. As you said earlier, visually, it's definitely stunning. I don't think I have an IMAX around here. It would be really great to see this on
another excuse IMAX. To come on up to Chicago.
Yeah, might need to. Luckily, I do have a movie theater that's literally 2 minutes away from me. That's amazing. They got the nice recliner seats, so that's great.
Yeah, that's nice.
A few redeeming qualities of this area. But I think this would look great on the IMAX for sure.
Obviously, so
I didn't see that. Good pause. So she is Rebellion there, huh?
Yeah, she's got the
pedigree thing there.
Got the Purina logo there.
Purina, thank you. Yeah, Purina.
But I mean, this kind of looks.
She's going to be an established character.
I don't know. You know what? The background kind of reminds me of the old Creature Cantina from Tatooine, but during the day.
Yeah.
Doesn't it kind of a little bit?
Should throw some Mon Mothma in here just for good measure.
Hey, chat, would you guys be upset if somehow we went back to Tatooine for some reason? I know people love to go back to Tatooine.
Planet that we've ever heard of.
Yeah. So again, I'm excited to see new characters and see what happens. I don't know if I'm too keen about Jabba the Hutt's son with the 6-pack.
I mean, it's stinky. Good to see Hutts on the screen, on the big screen. I thought the Hutts looked pretty good in those shots.
Yeah.
They don't look like prequel or a special edition Jabba the Hutt. That's good.
I hope so. I hope they don't. But Dingus Den says no because Tatooine means more boba, and I want to see what Boba's been up to. Yeah. Again, new characters, new situations, new Star Wars is always great. Hopefully it'll surprise a lot of us fans, and I think maybe grab some popcorn, grab a group of friends, have a couple of drinks and dinner, and then head on over to the theater and watch Mando movie and have a good time. Nothing in this trailer, overly upsets me. If you,
sure.
if you want to think about it that way, but
you talked about pushing the envelope earlier, and I don't think visually or effects wise, there's anything else they need to do to get better. You're going to blow people away by a good story. Sure. At this point in the game, with all, for the last however many years, 10, 20 years of mediocre movies, and I'm not just talking Star Wars, I'm talking about Hollywood in general.
Sure, in general, yeah.
And their lack of creativity. Blow somebody away with a really good story that's deep, complex, funny, has all these elements.
Sure.
That's going to blow people away for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, the Razor Crest looks pretty good. You've got, what's this character's name? Embo Bembo?
Definitely. Not Cad Bane.
Yeah. But he was from the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Not Constable Zuvio.
Yeah, it's pretty much Zuvio.
Yeah.
His action figure is going to skyrocket in price. If you bought up the thousands of Zuvios that were sitting on it's finally going to pay off right here.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Constable's back in town.
For somebody that has not or has never seen the Mandalorian series, when they saw this shot, they were probably thinking, what? Pedro Pascal's in this too?
That's what my wife said. She's like, he's the Mandalorian? I'm like, so is that whole mask thing, is that still a thing, or do we give up on that? Or they got to keep the mask on?
I don't know. I thought that was a goofy thing. Maybe made so he wouldn't have to take his mask off because he was shooting some other show.
Because he wasn't even there the whole time.
Yeah. So who knows? But yeah, Embo the bounty hunter. Thank you, Vader. Embo. All right. I guess I don't know. Chat, what are your thoughts? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Does it offend you? Did it ruin your childhood? Speak up.
Yeah, like you said, there's nothing bad or cheesy or anything. I just let's reserve some excitement maybe for if I don't know how many more trailers will be out, but I can guarantee you maybe there's going to be more content. I think maybe they wanted to set that bar low on purpose.
And it's not really low.
Well,
it's a trailer. I mean, it's a trailer. It is what it is. I wouldn't say, necessarily it's a low bar, but again, it's like we've seen this stuff already.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think they're giving anything away.
Sure.
On this one.
Yeah. And I think the consensus is what Vader is saying, really looking forward to seeing it. Obviously, just another cool thing to go see at the movie theater. And, yeah.
Give me a reason to buy merch again.
Yeah. Right.
When you have, when a Black Series is $30 plus, you got to have good reason to buy it. And haven't had that in a while.
Absolutely. So, what are your final thoughts on the Mandalorian movie trailer?
I mean,
how many
butts? I mean, I'm gonna have to come to Chicago, I think, to see it. Maybe we'll make that happen. But how many butts out of 10? Let's see, 5 sets of butts total. I give it 6.5 butts. I'm being nice.
6.5 butts. Yeah. I think I would give it 6.5 buttocks.
Yeah.
6.5 butt rating.
7 cheeks.
almost seven cheeks. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing relatively bad about the trailer per se. It's just kind of derivative and been there, done that. But whenever there's an excuse to go see a Star Wars on the big screen, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, hopefully, like I said, hopefully it'll surprise a lot of people. I'm pretty sure that folks that have never seen Mando on the small screen are gonna enjoy it. It's kind of retraining an audience to go back to that world, even though they haven't been there originally. But again, I think Dingus says it. Hope it's a great beginning for a new era of the Mandalorian. But who knows what will happen at the end? I know MCU is usually the movie franchise that does those post-credit scenes. We did get some surprising post-credit scenes during the Andor season 2, or no, season 1, at the end there. So maybe we'll get something here.
Are we looking for a new era of Mando, or are we looking for a good closure to Mando?
That's a good question. I think that's going to depend on what the character does at the end of this film. Are they going to put a cap on it, or are they going to leave it open-ended in case the movie does well and continue from there? That's I don't even think they know what they're going to do. And maybe
they don't have a plan.
They don't. No.
Wow.
Obviously I think they've been kind of juggling stuff from the get-go, trying to figure out what the fans actually want without listening to the fans, but who knows?
I think where it says, well, just a good Star Wars movie. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. You did not watch season 3, but Dingus Den says season 3 finale very much felt like a series finale. And obviously we're back with more Mando and Grogu, but it did see if we never got, if there was never a Mando movie coming up, season 3 definitely, felt like an end to those characters. But we'll see what happens. So I think overall, nothing major about the trailer. We're not jumping over.
No, and like people say, well, 6.5, that's not bad, but our bar, I think speak for both of us. Our bar for Star Wars is at that 8-9 range. That's where Star Wars should be performing at all times, and anything lower than that is subpar for Star Wars.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I was telling somebody on Twitter the other night, no reasonable Star Wars fan wants Star Wars to fail.
Right.
We just want a really great story to have fun, take our family and check it out. Whether you like the direction Star Wars is going in from either the past or future, I think this will probably be a fun summer flick.
Yep. For
families and non-families. And we'll see. We'll do another one of these after we watch the film and tell you what we thought and see. What are your predictions for total box office when the run of the film is over, maybe in the fall? What do you think?
I'm with you. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, it's going to make money for sure because it's Star Wars.
Yeah. It's not going to get $1 billion. I think.
No, I'm going to say 600, 650 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to say I've been saying a little under what Superman did, so maybe 620.
Superman made that much?
Yeah, 625.
Well, if that can do it, then I'm going to say 800.
Oh, gee. Yeah.
You ready to give away this memorabilia?
Right. Yes, guys. Who wants to win a Star Wars Black Series action figure of Darth Nihilus? Am I saying his name right?
Nihilus, yeah.
Yeah. So I got this today. I was going to keep it, and Brad wanted me to send it to him. But what if I send it to one of you guys out there in the chat? I think that'd be cool. Obviously, this is from the game Knights of the Old Republic. It's a beautiful boxed action figure from your local retail store. I will put this in the mailing. And Brad has got a question. And again, while he searches his questions, we are recording a Darth Maul episode tomorrow night. We would love to hear your thoughts on Darth Maul. If you guys want to leave a voicemail over at the Scarif Scuttlebutt hotline, it's 773-234-8659. Leave a message, and we will react to it when we record tomorrow night. I also want to remind folks that we are part of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network shenanigans, head on over to bio.link/Red5. Yeah. All right. So we have a question for you.
Just a piece of KOTOR trivia. I had to befriend this guy that I absolutely hated at the time, and I don't think he listens to us. So maybe he's dead. But I had to befriend this guy because I did not own an Xbox at the time, and that was the only way you get KOTOR was on Xbox and play it. You know, so I had to befriend him just so I could borrow his Xbox. So there's my KOTOR trivia for you. And it was worth it though, but because that was an amazing game. Let's see.
Give away. We're gonna give it away.
What a Darth Nihilus question. His design in KOTOR 2, or Darth Nihilus design in KOTOR 2, was influenced by the look of what wrestler? I did not know this until just now.
Maybe Darth will guess right. Vader Rapina, maybe you can guess right. Big wrestling fan in the chat. But that's
Darth
a great question. Appearance.
Design was influenced by the look of what wrestler? Not Sting. Good guess though. I don't remember this wrestler either.
Roddy Piper. No.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah, those are like old school wrestlers.
Did you ever watch that WWF cartoon back in the day on Saturday night?
I kind of remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Go with my WWF cereal I used to eat. It was really horrible in retrospect.
There's another guess in the chat.
Not Rey Mysterio.
Oh, okay.
It's not Sting. Answer to that one is Tama Tonga. Sure. Okay.
Was that
so
it?
There's a droid in this is the second question. There's a droid in there. What's the assassin droid's name, and where does that name come from? What's the name based off of?
In Knights of the Old Republic?
Yep. What is the name of the assassin droid? And where'd they get that name from?
The assassin droid. Giving away a Black Series.
He's got a great personality, by the way. I think they remastered KOTOR too.
Yes, I hear that they did. Yeah.
Give you a hint. It's a gun. And if you know his name, the gun is easy to figure out.
R2 revolver.
Michael, give me a little more information. You're on the right track before somebody beats you to it. No, it's not a Magnum. That's something different.
All right. We got 30 seconds. Otherwise, we're going to save this action figure for another giveaway. Nobody's getting it.
Oh, yeah, but Michael, you missed his name in the game. What's his name in the game?
15 seconds.
All right, with your powers combined, we're gonna give it to Michael with Vader's help.
All right.
Michael, say what he said.
AK-47, HK-47.
Damn it, Michael, type HK-47.
Let's do this.
You have to be present, Michael, to win the prize. So if you just left.
All right, let's give it to Michael, and I'm going to send
hey,
Vader.
Michael, got it. Good job, Michael. We're going to send to Vader for the
I'll send Vader something too.
HK-47. He was a hunter killer droid, of course. That's the HK. It was HK-47, and it was based off the AK-47.
Not very family oriented.
No, not at all. But it's great droid, though. Great droid.
Awesome. Too funny.
Thanks for making me pull teeth there, Michael. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Michael, go ahead and send me your shipping address over at the Scarif Podcast Twitter account. Hit me in the DMs. I love saying that. Yeah. And Vader Rapina, I already have your address because we seem to send you things once a month. If you guys did not know, last year we gave away a PlayStation, and that was an exciting giveaway. Vader Rapina ended up winning that PlayStation and has been enjoying it ever since.
People gave us crap for giving away a PlayStation. How dare you make people take 30 seconds of their time to post something?
Yeah.
You can't win for losing these days.
Excellent. All right, Michael. Again, your mailing address in the DMs, and Vader, I got plenty of stuff here to get you something out there. Swag is cool. Swag is nice. And remember, guys, thank you again for joining us on this live edition of the Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast. I might drop this audio in the podcatchers on Thursday too, so you'll have two shows to check out. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
while you're driving to and fro. We just did a recap, a discussion on the Mandalorian trailer. Everything looks good. We'll see what happens this summer, May 22nd. Come to Chicago, check it out. Have pizza, beer, burgers, watch a game, catch a movie, all on the same day.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Excellent. If you are first time caller, listener, whatever folks say on the YouTubes, thank you so much for finding us. We are Brad and Ro from the Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast, part of the Red 5 network. Remember to catch the other shenanigans over at bio.link/Red5, where we have a plethora of awesome people doing awesome stuff. Isn't that true?
That's right. Hey, and tell a friend that you listen to the Scarif Scuttlebutt. Yeah. I have a goal that when you're on YouTube and you type in Scarif, because this is still not the case, when you type in Scarif, Scuttlebutt better be the first thing that pops up after Scarif. And we need your help on that. So, and Google as well. I want the first thing to pop up after Scarif to be Scuttlebutt. So tell a friend that you listen to us. Get us some new listeners so we can talk amongst each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's, wherever you download your other favorite podcasts, it would be cool to get some reviews too. If you like our show, if you want to send us a message, our email is scarifscuttlebutt@gmail.com. And remember, the voicemail hotline is 773-234-8659. We love to hear your voice, even if it's just heavy breathing. Give us a call. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of Scarif Live. We talked about the Mando movie trailer, and we'll talk some more geeky stuff throughout the week. 2 episodes this Thursday. We're recording tomorrow. Thank you so much. Brad, any final words?
Looking forward to seeing Baby Yoda in May, and that's the Scuttlebutt.
Woohoo!